Now that we have understood the bulk redaction feature within Smartbox, we can start looking into the audit feature that comes with Smartbox. Now, if we head back into a file which includes some of the redaction that we was looking into earlier, such as this file here, when we double select this file, it opens up into the audit view, or what we also like to call Smartview. Now, Smartview is essentially an editing tool. This is where you are able to add redaction, remove redaction, add annotation, locate specific data within the data set, and much more. As you can see on the left, where it's highlighted as AI results, this is where all the results have been listed within the data set. If we select one of these results, it will then highlight that area within the document, and it will tell us where it resides within the document. For example, Mark Callahan is mentioned 3 times, twice on page 1 and once on page 3. If we select page 3, we can see the highlight flashing to indicate that is where Mark Callahan was mentioned. If we press page 1, it will flash to indicate Mark Callahan is mentioned on page 1. On the audit view, we also have the ability to select which type of AI detection we want to look into, as well as the dictionaries and the regular expressions. They all work exactly the same, and they're cleverly highlighted individually in different labels. So for example, job titles is highlighted in a green, whereas names are highlighted in a pink, regular expressions are highlighted in a yellow, so on and so forth. Within Smartview, along the top banner, we have a series of features which we can utilize when using Smartview. For example, we have the I function at the top right. This is to showcase how our redacted file would look like outside of the audit view. We also have, next to the I, is our annotation selection. If we select this option and then select a particular redaction, we have the ability to annotate that redaction and say, and maybe here we can include why this particular redaction was annotated. For example, sensitive data. And once we select this annotation then resides within the file. So we have made an addition to the file. We can also manually search within the file. So similarly, we know that Smartbox is within this file. So we can search for Smartbox. It will mention to us on the left where Smartbox has been mentioned. Once on page 1, as we can see it being highlighted here. Unredacted, of course. Page 2 is mentioned twice. So we can see it's mentioned here as well. And it's mentioned just here as well. That is when utilizing the search function. We are also able to utilize these different functions here, and these are more for the redaction function. So we can select specific text to redact. So we've just redacted design. We can do witness this, the effort to get the release out. That has now been redacted. We can also do a box redaction. So we can just cover whilst, and now that entire square has been redacted. And we can remove redaction. So the D on design I can remove, and on the far left I can delete. These are also the undo capabilities, step back, and of course the redo. And we also have a clear page option where we can remove all the redaction boxes and the annotations within the file. We can also choose to download these particular sensitive files, and we can also choose to edit these files. Now, once we've made these changes to the file then automatically updates and saves in the background. Once this update and save has made, it comes effect into the final version, as we can see in the redacted file view. In this instance, if we go ahead and double click, we can see that our redaction across this area is still there and our sensitive data annotation is there. So now if we was to go ahead, select the three dots, select view and select redacted file, we can see the D in design has been left, this line has been redacted, there's a giant square over where whilst used to be, and there's an annotation above this particular redaction indicating sensitive data. Now these changes have been made to the final version of our dataset. Smartview is available across all pages, and it is our way of giving the user the capability of removing, altering, adding, and of course viewing the detection and redaction made by the solution.